What transgenderism, what the abortion license, what euthanasia, what progressive sexual ethics all presuppose is the Gnostic dualistic picture of the human person as a set of feelings or desires or consciousness that inhabits a non-personal body. That separation of person and body underwrites the progressive social agenda.
One of the ideologies that has creeped up over the past 10, 15 years that bothers me the most is the ideology of transgenderism, especially in very liberal areas, and it bothers me that I see it a lot defended even sometimes by very liberal Christian churches. And I was wondering what we can do to combat it as an ideology, and it also plays into what you were talking about satisfaction becoming the human moral good. And I was wondering your ideas on that.
I think you've put the focus in talking about this issue where it belongs, on the critique of it, of gender theory or gender ideology or transgender ideology, precisely as an ideology.
Yes.
That's where we need the critique. It's not something new here or something unique. It's the deeper ideology that what I am, what the person is the feelings that the person has. What I am is a center of consciousness, desire, emotion, feeling that merely inhabits and uses a body as if it were an extrinsic instrument. An old heresy going all the way back to the early centuries of the Christian era called Gnosticism has returned in a virulent form. Central to Gnosticism, which had many different variants, and some were highly aesthetic, some were the opposite of aesthetic, ascetic, I should say, not aesthetic. Highly ascetic, others the opposite of ascetic. One thing they all had in common was the separation of self, or mind, or soul, or spirit, and body. So the Gnostic picture of the human being is as a non-bodily person, a center of consciousness, feeling, emotion, who inhabits and uses a non-personal body. And this was the view that Judaism and Christianity pushed over against, defending the idea that the body is not something sub-personal, but rather is part of the personal reality of the human being. That view, which has its roots actually in Greek philosophy, pre-Christian Greek philosophy, and Aristotle, who called the view hylomorphism. That view is that the human person is not a non-bodily person inhabiting a non-personal body, but the person rather is a dynamic unity of body and mind, or body and spirit, the body being part of the personal reality of the human being. So we don't merely inhabit our bodies the way a driver sits in a car and steers it one direction or another as an extrinsic instrument. We are our bodies, whatever else we are. This doesn't mean that we're simply material. It's not to embrace materialism, but it's to recognize the unity, the inseparable unity of body and soul. What transgenderism, what the abortion license, what euthanasia, what progressive sexual ethics all presuppose is the Gnostic dualistic picture of the human person as a set of feelings or desires or consciousness that inhabits a non-personal body. That separation of person and body underwrites the progressive social agenda.